Let's go! Welcome to the show. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with me. Cause it's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. Let's get the topic straight. Let's get things good. Let's do everything that we should. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. Let's open our minds and take out our style. Let's see what's going on in the world tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. It's Project Open Mic. Let's have a good show tonight. It's Project Open Mic. Let's get the show off right. Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? I hope y'all are doing well. Good night. Sorry for the late start, but hey, here, let's get this going. Let's get this going right. So tonight, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Hopefully, I can get it in quickly and get stuff done. But this was not the show I wanted to talk about tonight for episode 101, but this is what we're gonna be talking about. It's about craziness. So again, hope you guys are doing good. Giving you it's gonna be some crazy stuff. Like I said, sad stuff. I didn't really want to talk about this, but hey, I have a topical show, so that's what we're gonna talk about. But first, let me make up my lovely face on the screen. How you doing? Hope y'all, like I said, have a good night. And we're getting this. I hope you guys are enjoying this Straight No Chasers daily. Remember, daily that happen. Thank you for giving me your valuable attention on Project Open Mic. Again, if you're listening at any place other than YouTube, like I said, you go to YouTube, subscribe. That's basically like the backlog of the channel in a way of all the stuff. But again, you can go to Spotify, you can go to Anchor, you can go to Tempo FM, you go to Facebook, you go to Twitch TV. You go to Nico, You Live, You Now, all those places. Again, people listening to all over the world right now. We got about 12,000 people in the building. Thank you. But again, if you want to catch up stuff, you want to share something that's the show, the past shows and anything, you're gonna go to YouTube, projectopenmic.com, and check it out. We will have basically T3 up, T3 records up pretty soon. Where you guys can go there and then just see, and you can link into all the stuff that you need to link into. So we have that. So again, hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys open your minds, because we got to talk about something tonight. I know it's something that I didn't really want to talk about, like I said, but it has to be addressed. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. So tonight we have over the weekend, of course, this week, Heinous Act has been happening again at the usual time. And most of the time, I don't really give it that much, leverage, because it's just a heinous act and a heinous person. I don't care. For anybody up here, before I start this show, I'm going to say what I said at the end of the show, at the beginning of the show. Evil is evil. I don't care what color. I don't care. Evil comes in all shapes, size, color, race, skin tone, sexuality, gender, nationality, nationality, location. Evil is evil. I don't care about that. People say, "Oh, stuff with black people." The reason I say it is because of that. I don't care. This again, I've pointed out many times. Black people have done some horrible stuff to black people. White people have done some horrible stuff to white people. Asians the same way. I've pointed out everybody on this, whatever group you could come up with. There's an evil person in that and a good person in that. So I just said go off the character or go off the character of the person. You show me a good person, and I'm cool with you. If you come off as a jerk, I don't care what rate, I don't care whatever. Hell, even some family members, I don't care. I'm not going to just let that be and get my stress levels high or get myself in trouble and put myself out there when I don't get the same you know, the same repertoire from that person to be. If you don't respect me, then I just move on. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gone. I'm gone off. Like I said, there's some black people out there who have called me the N word and trying to be my friends and say, look, I don't do that, whatever stuff like that. I don't care. And we're not talking right now because that's just not my thing. Okay, so that's good. But I just wanted to set up that premise as we're gonna talk about what happened today. So over the week, like I said, they had a mass shooting. Horrible, horrible situation. Very bad situation, and we're gonna be talking about this from a lady as well too. And if you're on YouTube, this video might get. I don't want to monetize myself on YouTube, but you might get blocked on YouTube for certain things because I've seen one of the videos I want to play. They're gonna do that. I'm not showing a crime. I'm not showing anything. I'm gonna show the victim just to see there's the victims itself. But this was a mentally disturbed person. I don't care what color. I don't care what gender. I don't care whatever. She was mentally disturbed and she did a hate crime, and nobody wants to talk about this. When it's a hate crime against anything else, oh, it's a hate crime this, a hate crime this. This was a hate crime against Christians. Point blank, period. They went to a Pacific school to do this horrible act and to take innocent people's kids and people. No, I am not down with that. And I don't have the dignity nor the respect to respect the person who did a heinous act. I don't care if it's a man or a woman or gender trend. I do not care. You took innocent people's life. If a man did it, and I've said it, you see me say it in the past, I don't care to know the name of this person, and I don't give a care. You was a piece of crap. You whatever angle you had in the world, dude, and you took it out in the world. That's messed up. Okay, really messed up. That's one of the reasons I just want to get back to normalcy. And I don't mean by normalcy, I'm not talking about like if why schools are, and I'm not, this is not the school I'm talking about, of course, but why do schools just get back to teaching stuff? I don't take the politics, take the gender crap, take all that stuff, put it in science, leave it as is, and move on. Let's not deal with that. Some of your schools need to be watching when people are getting bullied, so stuff like this don't snap because of this situation. And again, most schools are defranchising most males than females. There was a female that did this, but I'm telling you, you guys, y'all make the news media, y'all are making these horrible people. You are. You're making these horrible people to do horrible acts and taking innocent people's lives. I don't care. If you have a problem with stuff like that, turn a gun on yourself and go ahead, because it's not cool to go kill innocent people, including young kids. But I don't, innocent lives is innocent lives. Me and my wife and her family, we went up to Virginia. We come back and we had some radio show. We didn't really partake of this. We just heard it while driving back to driving back to North Carolina. So I was like, okay. Of course, I was listening to Dale Hughley show. I wasn't listening. They were listening to it, and Dale said the most stupidest thing. Dale Hughley, like I said, the old saying is so true. The old saying is so true. You live long enough to see your heroes, and Dale Hughley was not my hero. No. he was not my hero, of course. I'm not gonna say that to anybody out there. But the saying is true for a reason. When you go and take innocent people's when you see people what I say, your hero, if you live long enough, you can see your heroes turn to enemies, turn to the villain, I should say. Heroes turn to the villain. Because what I saw is crazy. And he was saying, oh, the trans, this did not do nothing to that. Again, I have nothing against any. Look, just like I don't like uppity people in the Democrat, I don't like uppity people in the Republicans. I don't like any, whatever try to shove this down your throat. I don't like that. Don't shove nothing down people's throats. Let them choose. Let them have free will. That's why I am a libertarian. Let you choose. You do that. Okay, that's my way of doing things. But we are talking about in the car. We were watching. He was saying about transgender. What was it again? Drag shows and all that stuff. Did not don't hurt nobody. No, it don't hurt nobody. You are correct, Dale. But why the heck are we doing that at little kids' age? If we're not sexualizing kids for other stuff, why the heck are we letting that? That's drag shows from drags. I have played it on my show. From drag queens themselves said is a sexualized show and it should not be in schools. Should not be in libraries. Should not be in schools. Should not be in, if you have it at a bar. If you're at a bar, I have a problem with that. Why? Because I'm a libertarian. If your parents are that stupid and mentally messed up to go do that, go do that, go ahead. But I do feel, I'm sorry because I do feel I feel for the kids. This hurt them the most.
Oh, what a waste. The poor children.
Exactly. That's what's going on here, and that sucks. So I don't know the name. I kind of know the name of the person, but I don't care. I don't care that this person did something. This person did this young lady did a horrible act, and yes, I'm gonna call her a lady. I'm not calling. I don't dignify anybody who kills anybody. Okay, I don't dignify that. You went and killed innocent people, so I don't dignify nothing of that. Okay, you went and did that. The cops came in. I'm happy the cops in Nashville came in and did what they had to do. And you're not around no more. But for you to go and kill innocent people, including children, I don't dignify that. And anybody out there could go back and see any of my past shows when I talk about people who did mass murders, mass killing. The dudes who do it, I call them a piece of crap. So I'm an equal opportunity offender. I offend anybody equally the same way. I don't care. This woman did a horrible thing to go do that, so I do not care. But the funny thing about this, though, this was a hate crime, and nobody wants to talk about it because what? Because nobody wants to protect that Christianity. No. So when they do it against Muslims, it's a hate crime. Rightfully so. I don't like the law. It's stupid, but that is so. They do it against black people, hate crime. They do it against Mexican people, Latinos, hate crime. They do it against Asian, hate crime. I got nothing against that. You're right. I'm with you on that. But when you go and say, okay, let's do it against, white people. Let's do it against Christianity. Oh, no. This was a person. It was just a mass shooting. No, it was a hate crime. No, again, the cops dealt with the person the right way. I'm sorry for that. I don't want to feel sound insensitive, but like I said, don't care. But again, and I always said this too with this story too, like I said before. If you do crime like this, male, female, I don't care. We got you on video doing this crime. Why do a trial? Why waste a trial? No trial, nothing. You go to jail for the rest of your life. Now, yes, I know people say, the death penalty and all that stuff. Again, I got a best with the death penalty. I don't care about the electrocutions. I don't care about that thing. Again, I said again, the best way to do it You ain't gotta take no injection and all that stuff. Carbon monoxide. Put them in a room. Don't let them know nothing. Carbon monoxide. They just tell them, hey, we're gonna come in, whatever. Carbon monoxide. Let it be whatever. They'll go quietly sleeping, whatever, and they ain't gotta worry about nothing. It will save money. It will be humane. It will be simple. Done. But again, the police dealt with this the way they're supposed to be dealt with this, and I'm happy they dealt with this different than the other places in the past where we see they take their sweet time, whatever. Because again, if they didn't go in there, that lady would have, that young girl would have killed young woman would have killed so many other children and people. So I gotta call out the respects for the people. I want to give them the due, as these innocent people did not need to die. They didn't. And it's sad. I'm trying to bring it up on the screen here. These people, innocent people, did not need to die. And you can see, young, black, old, women, men. It made no difference. She didn't discriminate and who she wanted to kill. And why should I discriminate what the person is? I'm not gonna be playing that game. I'm gonna play your clip again. That's gonna be that. You're gonna hear CNN, which is again a piece of trash. The CNN is, but we're gonna let them see here. So rest in peace as best as you can. Sorry you guys get took, including the young kids and the old man. They didn't need to go. None of these people needed to die. There were Christian. There were Christians doing things and did not deserve none of this at all. Horrible, horrible way to go. So I want to bring up the interview. And that's so stupid. It annoys me. And shout out to ABL. I have someone use his video, but yeah, it's just ridiculous. So let's play this. Because again, the narrative should be Christians were targeted. So this was a hate crime because of what they are. But nobody wants to use that one. Everything else, but that one, no. So this is the 11. The shooter, she reached out to somebody before they go crazy. And I understand certain things. I understand how the system works. But the system also is failing a lot of ways too. And I feel for this young lady on the screen because I know her heart and her head, like in her heart, she thinks that she could have stopped something, whatever. It's gonna haunt her. And I think she needs and the father, she has a father in her life, a good father too. I hope they give her the psychiatric help, because what she just did is gonna plague her for the rest of her life. And it's sad and it sucks that this is gonna happen. But this is the world we live in now. This is definitely the world we live in. As these innocent people did not need to die. Okay, let me play this.
He or she identified, and police had.
Why we gotta play games like that? This person is dead. Like, this person was a biological woman, ex woman. Just say she. We ain't gotta play no. We don't gotta try to play games and be nice with this person because they're dead. So what? Who cares what the person's pronouns are? Let's talk about biology. Let's talk about things that make sense. All right. If the police are looking for this person, if they were not dead, which they are, thank goodness. But if this person was on the run, you wouldn't be like, oh, well, the preferred pronouns are he, them. Man,
no,
please. But
that's the part that killed me. Yes, that's
saying
true.
One thing we have not confirmed. Did you know her well?
I knew her when we were kids, when we were younger. I didn't know the adult Audrey. I still addressed her as Audrey.
Okay.
I never addressed her as anything else but Audrey.
Okay.
And then, so you addressed her as Audrey. Do you know if she identified or he identified as something else?
Good grief.
I'm starting to see that on social media. I don't know that side of her. I'm just saying I don't.
Exactly.
I resonated with Audrey. That's all I knew. But as I'm watching and I'm learning more and more.
Thank you very much. Just for clarification, and look, there's information still coming in yet to be confirmed, and so I just wanted to ask you about that since you had a relationship.
Okay, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. I have a thought, and sometimes you need to keep your mouth shut. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
At one point.
'Cause
So
it's
walk us
stupid.
through what happened then. You received these messages on Instagram from Hale. What happened?
Mhm. So I was at home. I received the Instagram DM, and when I initially saw it, I'm like, I'm still working. I'm still like not really, understanding what's happening right now. And so I had screenshotted the message to my dad, and I was like, "This don't seem right. Should I say something?" And he immediately responded, "Yes." And so I called him, and I was like, who do I call? Like, what do I do? And then
And he gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it too. Shout out to the dad. That's what that we need, men and women. That is my stance on my program. Yes, there are times where things get that you don't have all the thing I have, but I have your both parents, and that is sad. I get that. But we need to stop this stupid narrative. Oh, I am woman, hear me roar, I could be single. That has decimated the black community in America single-handedly, decimated that thing. We need both males and females. If you don't want to have children, that's all good. Then you don't have to be a male. Then out of that, I don't care. But if you're gonna raise kids, the best opportunity, as we saw statistically, normally everything you go to Pew Research, you could go everything. Hell, they show that single fathers have just the same rate of success as both parents and for the mother and father. It's the single mother has the problems, 70% of the problems. But again, shout outs to the father. Shout out that she had that. And man, I wish we had more this in the black community as well too. Fathers or stepfathers. Again, shout out to the stepfathers out there too.
then he was like, start with the suicide prevention lines.
First of all, shout out to dad for being there for his daughter.
Yes.
Giving her some positive instruction, telling
Yes.
her, hey, you could do this, you could do that, you could do. Shout out to dad for being there for his daughter.
Exactly.
So I called them, and they basically was asking me, was I the person that needed the assistance? And I was like, no, but I got the Instagram, maybe you guys can reach out. And they was just basically like, no, like the person has to call, and then told me to call the deputy, like the local deputy. So I Googled that number and I called them, and then they answered and basically was like, call 862-8600. Got them on the line, and I was on hold for maybe like 7 minutes, and I finally got somebody on the phone. And I told her, I was trying to tell her what was going on, and they were like, okay, we'll send somebody over to you. Nobody ever came. And then maybe like an hour and a half later, I received another phone call, and they were saying, okay, we're going to send somebody. And I was like, oh, I thought you guys were sending somebody initially. So
See what
I
I mean?
ended up having to leave my home, and they called me at 3:29 and was like, hey, we're here. They're trying, we're trying to, get the messages, try to ping the location or whatever they could do. And so when they called me, I wasn't at home, and I was like, hey, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. By the time I got home, the officer had left, and I called back, and they said that they had closed out and they would have to reopen one.
So, I mean, she's done quite a bit here. Just to recap.
Yeah. And I want to say shout out to her for what she has done.
Called the suicide hotline, called the deputy, called another number, and she's trying to talk to this person, talk to that person, said they were going to send somebody. Nobody came. hey man, I gotta go. I still gotta live my life. I'm waiting on y'all. And then when she's gone, they come. Then they talking about, oh, we gotta reopen another one. This process does not really seem too, too solid.
Yeah.
So what more could she have done other than what she did?
No, she had.
If there's
she
anyone
couldn't.
criticizing her, they need to stop.
Exactly.
Because ultimately, her former childhood friend is the one that did what she
The
did,
heinous act. Yeah.
not her. And like I said, this person, Audrey, was already known to have mental problems, already under the care of some kind of mental health physician. So what more could have been done? They're talking about laws and whatnot. I'll talk about that a little later.
And I was just like, well, I mean, I don't know. I was just trying to see if y'all could help.
And all of this had transpired, and the shooting and the time that you were trying to get that help. Why you, Adriana? If you said that you didn't have a relationship with, as you identify her, as her for a while, why?
Really?
Why?
What were we saying these games?
I am an avid, a huge, I guess, or I'm an influencer here in Nashville. I've, I worked in radio. I do news. She was most recently at my TV show. I'm a direct answer. I'm asking God the same question.
Yeah, and I feel for you having that, because you need. I think you need Dad. Please help her. Go through some side tactic as well too, just so, because again, those demons gonna happen, because she gonna be asking questions herself, and God, put your hands over this young lady so she don't drive herself nuts, or like, maybe what I could have done something different or whatever. You did the best you can, young lady. You did the best you can, and it's just, it ended up this way, and sadly it ended up this way. I wish it didn't. I really wish it didn't, but I get it. I totally get it, and it sucks that this happened in that way. And I hope you get the help that you need, so you just don't create demons in your head. I pray to God that this is what you get, because it's needed to be talked about. So we have this, right? And you see how they're playing the game with the whole he, she, her, them. I don't care. Again, I said, I can't be insensitive to a person who do a evil and heinous act as that. Can't. It's not in me to do that. And again, I feel bad for the kids who passed away, and adults too. I feel bad for all that stuff. So now, I want to state this up as well too. I say this because people always say, "But oh, as Daryl Hughley says, and most people always, the usual, the people who got," I have said it multiple times over and over again, the people who have armed security, guards, alarms, all the stuff that they go for because they're rich. Oh, we all don't need guns. We need guns, but y'all don't need guns. You need people around us that need guns, but you don't need guns. Again, I don't like that. As a person said, you can take a gun, put it on the ground, ain't gonna do nothing. It's the person who is evil who's gonna do that. There are people who took cars and ran over. How about the guy in hey, here's a go. So do we need to take the cars for people? Remember the guy Christmas morning, the black guy? I forgot his name, and I don't care for the piece of crap again. Like I said, I don't want to keep these guys' name. I do know the name a little bit, but whatever. When he ran through and killed 60-year-old and children. That he should have a weapon. He should have had that car too, right, Daryl, and all the other people. I'm just using Daryl Hillary because what he said was just idiotic to make the point. They should have that because they took a car that we use every day, don't do no problem, and turn it into a weapon. In China, there are a lot of people there are a lot of crazy people, mentally ill people who go in schools and stab children. They took knives. Knives are used for cutting stuff, whatever. They took something that's used different. Yes, guns are used to kill. That is the main purpose of a gun. Not denying that. But people took other weapons that are not used for that and did horrible acts as well. Okay? That's the thing. But let me be nice here and show this again. I want to play again at the back lost again. Let's talk about this. Guns are bad. Guns are bad or good in the right person's hand. What stops a bad person with a gun is a good person with a gun. And sometimes the cops are could be out minutes to hours away when you are in danger. So sometimes you gotta take this in your own responsibility. So I want to play this one for you about this old lady, this grandma. I thank God for her, and I hope she gets a lot of the help as well too. I'm just an advocate for the Second Amendment. I am. My wife is that, and I am that. So let's play this one here.
Southwest Houston woman in the hospital tonight after police say she killed a robber in self-defense.
Police say the woman was cooking in her food truck this afternoon when the suspect pulled out a gun and tried to shoot her.
Our Matt Doherty spoke with the woman's family today. He's at HPD headquarters now in downtown with this story. Matt.
Her son told us his mother would have never wanted to use her gun.
Exactly.
He said today she had no choice.
And again, I am happy she had the gun.
My mama a great person, like good-hearted, look out for everybody, give you the shirt off her back.
And his mother knows how to cook really, really good. And so we thought this would be a good idea in the neighborhood.
This is the woman they're talking about, 53-year-old Cassandra Howard Turner. The grandmother is the cook behind the counter of this soul food truck, part owner of Elite Eats, the business she and her family started back in 2020.
So you got somebody that's self-employed out there doing good things.
Exactly.
All right. Nice business. The food is probably off the chain. I could tell by looking at her and looking at the truck, looking at the family. The food is probably amazing. So you're talking about regular, hardworking Americans defending themselves, right? Let's continue.
Exactly.
Soul foods, oxtails.
Mm-hmm.
And we got good hamburger, pork chop,
Yeah.
wings. But people come from all over to eat here.
In the 3 years their truck has been open here in this parking lot off South Main and Fondren, the family says they've never had a problem with crime. That is, until today.
I hope she all right, because I know like she going crazy, because that's not even her.
Ms. Turner isn't here
Exactly.
to tell us the story herself tonight. She's in the hospital after her family says she did something she never wanted to do.
She was not injured, just had a panic attack. Very stressful situation
Yeah.
for her, being robbed and have to use deadly force. So needless to say, she was upset.
At about 1 o'clock this afternoon, Houston police say a man pulled up to the food truck in this black pickup, got out, and walked up to the window.
Asked us what kind of food they sell. They showed him a bag of chicken, and the guy pulled out a gun, opened the window, and pointed the gun inside.
Then police say he demanded cash.
She's licensed to carry, so yes, she carries a gun just in case something may happen.
Today, something did happen. Miss Turner had to think fast. Police say she grabbed her gun and fired at the robber. Then the suspect tried to get in through the door to the food truck.
When she opened that window, he could have shot her, but
Exactly.
he jammed.
Oh wow.
God he did.
Thank
Police say
God.
Miss Turner shot the suspect several times. The man nearly made it to the edge of the parking lot when he collapsed. The 23-year-old was dead when police arrived.
You're 23 years old. Why the hell are you gonna go rob people? Well, you wanted a stupid question. You ask, why ask a stupid question, Tig? He got his answer. He got his answer.
They'll try to steal from anybody.
Yeah.
Or anyone, you know. And for $40, we was only open an hour.
Tonight, the family is hoping their matriarch will be okay, and they're thankful she's alive.
And she's a
Yes.
godly woman. That's why that gun jammed.
Amen.
Because
Amen.
God jammed it.
In
Amen.
downtown, I'm Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.
Shout out
Amen.
shout out to the grandma out there in Houston, Texas for
Yeah.
defending
Herself.
her life, defending her business. That is what I like to see.
Yeah.
And I want to see a lot more of it. And like I was saying in the beginning, when you want to have more gun laws in the books, you're going to restrict people like that from being able to defend themselves. Now, some are going to come on here because I know we got some rocket scientists in the comments, rocket scientists out there in the world, normies, talking about, hey, you know what? Rather than shooting and killing this guy over the robbery, just let him take the money. Let him do whatever he wants.
But he was trying to shoot and a gun jammed. Get the hell out of here with that nonsense. No, you did a stupid thing. As my grandmother say, you don't play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And your prizes was down the hell, sir. And again, it was a black kid. So a black person was gonna rob a black woman who had an honorable business. See how that messed up that is? That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't have no evil is what that's why my saying is what it is, because I don't care what you are, who you are, color you are, religion you are, whatever. You decide that day to do evil act, and no, the evil act to do that, to hurt somebody, take somebody, and I don't care. I don't care if it's $1. They work hard for the money for you to just come and rob them like that, whatever. That's so stupid. And if I got it right, you had. Let me look at this. Let me look at this. I want to see something here. I want to do a little sleuthing here because I want to see something. I get that. Let me see if I can find it. I know I saw it. Bingo. Like, bruh, you gonna steal and you have your license plate that you can read? The hell, how stupid are you? Get a job, you bum. But anyway, you ain't gonna get a job because you're dead. So, hey, whatever. Your job is hell. Go to hell. That is crazy. Yeah, why would you do that, man? Oh, well, the evils of the world. I'm sorry, but you won your prize. You won the grand prize, my friend. Grandma was packing, and she did not. She that thing. But in all seriously and no jokes, and outrage. God, please be with her and make her. She had a panic attack. Again, she's gonna have some problems. Hope she get the good psychiatric help and go through all what she needs to go through, because I know that is not something easy. Taking somebody's life is not easy, but including when somebody try to take your life, I know that's some messed up stuff going on. So I hope that she gets the consultation and the evaluation that she needs. And oh man, I hope the business doesn't get shut down. I hope they just, they have something better so people could. I don't know. I don't know why I could say that the thing, but I mean that kind of situation will mess up somebody mentally. So, but again, I'm happy she's alive. Happy she's all right. I just hope she gets the help she needs to come down off of that trauma. Speaking of trauma, we got to talk about another one here. Trauma, something I've talked about. You guys know that I talk about and we won't get into the thing because I don't want to, since I started late, I don't want the show to be this long. You guys talk about this. Before I go, I want to put this on the screen. And like I said, just to show you that's what I said, evil comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. These are all people, non-binary, trans, who mass murders, trans. Make no difference. I don't care what you are. You take up a gun and you've massively went to kill innocent people. You're a monster. I'm sorry, don't care. But that's not what I'm talking about now. I want to talk about this story, which was messed up. My heart goes out to Jonathan Majors, who got hit with all this stuff. He lost jobs. His reputation is ruined. I hope that he could bounce back, but you can't bounce back from this because there's some craziness. This is why I say you vet the people around you. You gotta really, man or woman, vet the woman or man that's gonna be around you to see if they're crazy and do stuff. If they're potential people gonna be that, y'all need to stop this whole quick hookup thing and all this stuff, you younger kids, because this is gonna get you in trouble. Before you even have none of this stuff, whatever, take your time and relax. When me and my wife was coming back from Virginia, we were talking about another situation. No, Aziz, I'm sorry. Used to be a comedian. This girl put him through hell, even though he didn't do nothing wrong. Aziz said I didn't do nothing wrong. But have you heard from Aziz? I'm sorry? No. Why? Because that woman messed up his reputation. For what? For what? So Jonathan Majors, had his girlfriend, dude, and he did the right thing. But the problem is, she was psycho crazy. You should have never messed with her. And I feel bad that this situation happened to you, my friend. As you can see, it was not an attack. The woman recanted everything she said, which is weird how that gets blown out of proportions that quickly. This is the crazy part, what it is. So, Johnson Majors released 3 text messages on Thursday. He said further illuminate details of Saturday's domestic dispute that led to his arrest. The 3 texts allegedly sent by the woman involved in the incident was just hours after Majors' arrest, but which could not be intermediately verified by the rap. This was not an attack. They do not have my blessing on any charges being placed. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone, the woman wrote in the first text, adding in the third text that she read the paper they gave me about strangulation and said point blank, this did not occur and should not have and should not be removed immediately, and that the origin of the call was due to collapsing and passing out, and you oh my god, you worry as much as your partner do to communicate the prior to this out of care. Sent from the offices of Major Attorney Prior Carrier. Of course, we can't get the female who did this, but anyway, texts were meant to be from the stance of an unarmed woman. Was the one who was physically forced against Majors, and that she was disavowed all allegations. He had done nothing wrong to confirm that Mr. Majors called 911 of her medical condition, per the statement. So he called 911 and told them, hey, this is whatever. So here's the 3 texts. Please let me know you are okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said that they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. I'm so angry that they did. I'm so sorry you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I just got out of the hospital. Just call me when you're out. I love you. They just called me again to check on me, and I'm just like puzzled. Like, man, I feel for you, man. It's like I said, it's just crazy how this happened. I reiterated how this was not an attack and they do not have my blessings or any of the charges being placed. I read the paper they gave me about the strangulation. I said point blank, this did not occur and should be moved immediately. The judge is definitely going to be told this. She ensured this to me. I know you have the best team and there's nothing to worry about. I don't care if I'm the best team. Don't tell them crazy stuff first. The best team, you know, don't worry about. I just want you to know that I'm doing all I can at my end. I also said to tell the judge to know that the origin of the call was to do with me collapsing and passing out, and you was worried as my partner due to the communication prior. Okay. She promised all will be relayed. Well, all relayed, all right. The evidence included video footage from the vehicle where this episode took place, witness and testimony from the driver and others both saw and heard the episode. the most importantly, 2 written statements from the woman recanting all these allegations. See, you allegations, so you recanted allegations, so you said something in the first place. That's why he got arrested. All evidence proves that Mr. Majors is entirely innocent and did not assault her whatsoever. Dang. That is so suck, man. Preliminary investigation determined that the 33-year-old male was involved in a domestic abuse with a 30-year-old female. The statement obtained by the rap. The victim informed police she was assaulted. See? That's what that's why you said, oh, well, yeah, you said that. And of course they're going to arrest the guy. Officer placed a 33-year-old male into custody without incident. The unarmed woman reportedly sustained a minor injury to her head and neck and was removed from the area's hospital in stable condition. Major stood charged with numerous counts of misdemeanor assault and harassment. He was arraigned Sunday and released on his own recognizance. The actor recent Ant-Man, Wops, and yeah. That's messed up. And think about it again. That will always run around the world, but the truth takes a while to put on its pants, like the old saying go. The lies already been flying around the world, while the truth's still trying to get his one pants leg on. That's so messed up. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you this right here as one black man to another black man. Sorry, but this relationship is ended. We're done. I don't want you around me. You are trouble. You are trauma, and you have basically ruined my life. Again, these people do not. You guys don't recover. You don't recover from this. Most of these things that happen. That's the crazy part about this. And it sucks, my friend. It really sucks. And you were on your high. You were moving on up. And they did this to you. That's so messed up. So, man, it sucks. It really does sucks how this works out like that. Man. So, like I said, there's one more thing I wanna thing, and I wanna, like I said, read a couple of little comments we have here, and then we're gonna bounce out of this. But I wanna say this now, with all this talking about it with Christians and everything too. I do want to say that there are things where you can see the devil has his hands in things like this right here that you saw. And there's things where you got to say, thank God for this. And this right here is something I'm going to show you that's crazy. All right. And I thank God for this as well, too. Holy smokes. But check this out. If you see it, did I say anything? But, whew.
Launched with no warning. Soaring through the air, launched with no warning. It's one thing to get tired while driving. It's another to get tired like this. That's a Kia Soul sent flying last Thursday when a wheel came off a pickup truck and went under the little car.
Shows you how quickly things can change.
Weston Haver is a California Highway Patrol public information officer. The wreck happened on the 118 freeway in Chatsworth when a front wheel came free of this silver pickup truck. Amazingly, the woman driving the Kia was not seriously hurt.
Thank God. And then, okay, and I'm gonna say this as a prior kind of joke. I'm not, but I only say because the woman didn't suffer major injuries and nothing like that. Thank the Lord. And this is why I'm gonna say that, because of this. This tire had it out for this car. Okay, it just did. I want you to take this. Look at this right here. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit for a little bit, but I want for a bit. But I mute the sound so you don't hear it. Look at that. the tire came off. Not it looked the car came off, slide sideways. So that's why I was like, how did the tire jump the car? It slid sideways or something, but I thought it would just hit the car and bounce off. That's what I thought. But to eject it in the air, holy smoke. To get trapped under the car is the weird part. That's was like, what? And the car jumped over. And the Kia Soul is low to the ground. I know because my wife's sister has one. It's low to the ground. And it launched it up like that because they're going like 80 miles per hour. Holy smoke. Up. Look how high that car went. Higher than the truck. I mean, holy smoke. What do people see? Look how you see how tall that is? That tire did that. Up in the air. Oh my God. God, thank you. This woman have only minor injuries and nothing crazy. She didn't die or nothing. Thank you, Lord. And because look at the car fall down on the roof. Jeez. And again, that tire was like, you know what? I don't like that Kia Soul. Bam. Took that thing up, which is where it's still rolling like that. Oh my goodness. Crazy. And oh wow, I'm happy she didn't have no injuries. I mean, minor injuries, nothing crazy or nothing. And then look at the tire. The same tire come back like, I ain't done with you yet. Still came back down. The same tire came down and hit her car from there. Just like, yeah, you know what? I did that. Like, what the hell kind of demon tire is that? Good grief. I'm just
wearing their safety belt.
Yep. That's where you have safety belts, all right.
Driving the D-wheeled pickup pulled over to the shoulder and waited for the CHP.
Yeah.
The car that shot this video also damaged by debris from the wreck.
Yeah, it would be.
Why the wheel came off? Still a mystery.
I don't know if they're
that tire,
off or simply the lug nuts weren't
tight enough. Yeah.
Well enough. That's still under investigation.
Weston says in a situation like this, there was little chance for the driver of the car to.
Oh, there was no chance.
But he adds that drivers need to make sure their vehicle is safe, something that could have prevented that tire from coming off in the first place.
Every time I go get gas, I'll walk around my car, look for nails in my tire, see if anything's out of the ordinary, lug nuts or whatnot loose, because I don't want to have that liability.
Yeah. I don't think the truck driver had anything to do with this, whatever. I'm just happy.
Again, the woman driving that flying car was not seriously hurt. Another example of the importance of wearing a seatbelt.
Thank God. Thank God that she had that safety belt on there. Man, whoo! That is crazy, and I'm happy for her. Oh my goodness. Alrighty then. Jeez, that is, yeah. Whew. I think because I started late, whatever, but we're up to 21,026 people in the building. Thank you guys, giving me your eyes, your time, your ear for all this. Thank you very much. So I'm just gonna cherry pick some of the stuff then from all the stories, and we in it out there, because again, I started late. That's on me, but I think this just hit the point. I didn't needed to do nothing crazy about this. First one, basically, Tyler Morrison. The Second Amendment has never been more necessary in America than right now. I am glad that the woman survived the robbery. Hopefully, she finds peace after this incident. I hope so. I hope so. You're from Miami, Florida. DBs. Okay. DBs from New York. God bless that woman. She acted accordingly to the threat levels. Yep. That is that. Cynthia Gaynor from DC. I'm almost in tears just thinking about what them poor kids went through. My heart goes out to all those involved in this sad world we're living in. So sorry for the innocent children and the adults who lost their lives because of a crazy person. Uh, Ophelia Kyla from Egypt. My heart breaks for the families and prayer goes for everyone. Rest in peace and all my love. It's just sad we have to live in fear and just hope that when we go to school won't this happen. Sorry. When we go to school, this won't happen to us. This is just a sad moment, and I'm sad and mad at the same time. Okay. I cannot pronounce that. This is from Japan. I cannot pronounce that. Kanto Japan. They got the name spelling. I'm not doing. I can't pronounce that the way they got it because it's in Nippon. I can't read it. Kanji is what I can't read it. So respect to you. Sorry, I'm reading you reading it, but I apologize. Can't believe why some people hurt kids. I believe those kids are in heaven right now. I pray for their families. And they went in Christian school, and I pray for their families as well too. As well. Basically, got a lot of rest in peace for the kids and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm jumping around because I don't want to just keep. I'm just getting a mixture of everything. Alex Fox from London, UK. Love the story. The Second Amendment for all us normies, not the criminal government and elites. That's true. Talking about a grandmother who had her gun. Dangly Ripper Rap. I'm just gonna say that. Dangly Ripper Rap from Charleston, South Carolina. A good place to eat is literally a community service. God bless this woman. I wish her the best on her recovery. I wish her too. Like I said, I know it's not easy taking somebody's life. It's thing, but you gotta go through stuff. Oh, excuse me. Charles Morrison, this woman and any other good civilian has complete right to defend himself from her property. That's true. Lauren Elliott, also that is from Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia. Lauren Ellen from Derry, New Jersey. Poor lady, I'm glad that she's safe, but she seems like the kind of person that will be devastated that she had to take somebody's life. She really had no choice, though. And yes, I'm happy that the gun, I said, another act of God. That's why the gun jammed for the criminal. Thank you for that. That's for sure. Thank you for that. Jerry Schumer? Jerry Schumer. Keel Pass, New Mexico. Her dad. Okay, her dead name is Audrey, and her pronouns were, and has been. Okay, you gotta be like that, but I get it. Like I said, I understand that. She doesn't deserve the respect that activist demands to show her. Lemon needs to stop focusing on the nonsense. As I understand it, these messages were sent from the parking lot minutes before this transpired. Unfortunately, by that point, it was already probably too late to save the innocent victims of this hate crime. And I'm happy that you call it a hate crime because that's what it is. Exactly. It was a hate crime. No, I'm not taking, that's what it was. We got to stop this nonsense. That's what it was. So I'm not, yeah, not opening for the craziness. It's so much more. Thing. Sorry. I'm trying to get like I said, I'm trying to get smattering of that around there and I pressed the wrong button. Okay. All right. Anyway, so let's go back into that. So that's I feel bad for the person. JJ Watson from oh, there you go, from Watts, California. The friend needs our support. She was put in a horrible situation and she did everything she could. That is true. That is true. Rachel Mayovic from Tucson, Michigan. I always thought suicide is real selfish because of the fallout in their lives of the family members and friends. To message someone like that right before you go killing a bunch of kids is the most narcissistic thing I've ever heard. Her friend was trying so hard to save Audrey Hale's life, not knowing what she was really doing, and now she's dealing with the fallout and people asking why she didn't do anything when she did a lot. That is true. She did do a lot. What more could she have done? It was it wasn't like she was there 24 hours between her and Haley. She sent the message. The time she shut up the school. Yeah, that's just messed up. That is literally was that. CJ Proch from sorry. CJ Proch from Richmond, Virginia. This young lady interview has me very emotional. She was persistent in her attempts to help. My daughter lost her dear friend to mental health problems. She was a lovely, sweet-spirited person. She lost her perspective on reality and tried to rob a convenience store with a toy gun. Oh my goodness. Dang it. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but she was mentally ill, so I get this. Protesters demand gun reform in Nashville school shooting. It made no difference, and it has never made no difference in none of those shootings. The police, following the correct protocol, shot and killer. Breaks my heart. Mental health problems are very real and extraordinary difficult to deal with sometimes. The Nashville Randy Busulijo from Italy. The Nashville shooting was a was Christophobic. I'm sorry, Christophobic hate crime. RIP to all the victims and prayers to all the families. This lady was not our fault. She did the best that she could, and you called it out, right? This was a hate crime, but nobody wants to talk about it. Thank you. My attention and respect for you for calling it out. It was. It just was. It just was. Catherine Rivers from Kentucky. More attention needs to be brought into the fact that her first location of choice was passed due to the knowledge of them being guarded. She chose a school because she knew it wasn't going to have anyone on site to slow her down and to stop her. This is a huge piece of the puzzle when it comes to slowing down their arguments about guns. Yeah, that's true. Again, when you don't have a weapon to protect yourself, you'll make yourself an easy victim. It really is. Dear Transformers, be careful what you wish for. Got you. All right. I mean, that is just sad in that situation. All right. Rendell Fanero. Unfortunate part is that the charges are dropped, but they prove they proved that we're talking about Jonathan Majors. Unfortunately the unfortunate part is even though the charges have been dropped and they prove he didn't do nothing, some people will still believe that he's guilty. Yeah, that's the part that suck. AJ Tyler. I truly feel bad for Jonathan Majors in the situation because from the jump it seems fishy. Now learning he's the one who called about a woman having an emotional episode, yet he still get charged and show the exact flawed nature of the justice system. Painting this man as abusive when he wasn't even the case. A couple live upstairs of me, and the rumors were The roommates were okay. Sorry, a couple live upstairs from me, and roommates way back in my college days. Burly black dude and a skinny white chick. Heard them fighting nearly every weekend, yelling, things breaking, etc. Cops would come rolling in, haul him off for even for a few weeks. One day, they got a knock on the door. It was the guy from upstairs. He had red marks on his face and neck, and he was disgruntled. Okay, distraught. Sorry, I'm sorry. He was distraught. We asked him. We asked him in, and he went on saying, "I don't know what to do. She beats me with dishes, her fist, anything she can get her hands on." At the time, it was automatic domestic abuse equals he goes to jail when the cops called. Mm. He said he never put his hands on her and would never hit a woman. I believe him. We told him to come down to our place when things got hot and heated and to not engage. He did it. He did it a lot. They divorced about a year later, and I never saw either of them. I think of him every day going through that domestic violence story. There you go. I've said that too. I've said that too. That is crazy, and I hope that person, as you just said, you know, they got divorced, and it was happened that she was crazy. And there's a video I want to talk about. I can play right now where good people try to help people who was abused and messed up, and they still put them in some messed up situations. It really sucks when you hear it. I could. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I want to. I'll bring it up. I want to bring it because of the situation. I want to see if I can find it as quick as I can. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find a video we played, we could do it. Let me see here. I think I have. Excuse me. Yep. So I think I found the video I was talking about. Let me see here.
I texted my boyfriend this morning and I was like, "Do you wish that I did this for you more often?" And he was like, "Get out of your head." Get out of your head. And I was like, "You know what? Yep, I'm gonna go back to bed." I did not realize how hard a healthy relationship was gonna be after mentally abusive, physically abusive ones, or like trauma or childhood struggles, because holy shit. This is the hardest relationship I've ever been in. By far the healthiest, but the hardest.
Interesting. Shout out. I'm using replicant fish, but yeah.
By far the healthiest, but the hardest.
The hardest.
The healthiest, yet hardest. This man, by treating her good, treating her like a person, is making her struggle to see herself as a person.
Damn.
Yeah. You know, I make a lot of points, but as a man, I see this in a lot of women. You can see the breaks in a lot of women. It's easy now. Maybe because so many women are broken, but you can see it. And it's not completely bad to save a woman, but the point is, some women were never meant to be saved.
Because of how much I have to mentally overcome just to allow myself to be loved. By far the healthiest, but the hardest. I come up with these scenarios in my head so often, and I tell myself, like, there's no way this is real. Like, there's no way that this person truly is genuine. Because, like, no one else has ever been. You know, like, no one else has ever treated me well or treated me with well intentions or had put their best foot forward. So it's so hard for me to be like, yep, I'm going to let my guard down. I'm going to allow myself to feel these things. Like, you don't get that warning when you get, like, your first real and genuine love.
The comment section to this video and a few other ones were so intriguing. The amount of women that said they pushed men away.
Yep.
Because they couldn't deal with him treating her good.
like
There weren't
treating
any
her
red
as supposed-
flags.
yeah.
There weren't any bare minimum. Now, admittedly, it's women, some accountability on women's part. Some. It's some women admitting that they did not want to mess a man up who they saw was actually decent.
Side eye.
And what did a lot of them do? Go back to the toxic. It's what they used to, what they love.
Yeah.
What gets them off, yeah? Again, why a lot of women shouldn't be saved. You can think it's cold. The reality is, a lot of women should never be saved.
By far the healthiest, but the hardest.
They can't be.
Good morning.
Yep, they like to gaslight people.
If I want to sell my pussy, what's the problem?
Here are 5 things no one ever told me about being in healthy relationships after a history of toxic, unhealthy, dysfunctional, or abusive relationships. I'm Emmy. I'm a certified trauma-informed coach as well as a abuse survivor, and I am here to help as many people as I can have thriving relationships after trauma. So let's get into it. So no one ever told me that I would have a hard time committing to people who were actually trustworthy and who were showing me lots of green flags versus I would throw myself at and attach to people who had done absolutely nothing to earn my trust or
Exactly.
attachment.
And that point right there, that juicy point right there, is why I call cap on what a lot of women on TikTok say. Because a lot of women on there know this.
Throw myself at and attach to people who had done absolutely nothing to earn my trust or attachment.
A lot of women on there have done this. A lot of women on there, they're not talking from a place of they've been in consistent relationships over long periods.
Nope.
Some are talking of nothing but situationships, hookups. They've been
Yep.
side pieces, hold the chicks.
Suck it.
You're not the one for him.
They were never the main. But a lot of them are talking from a place of acting as if they've been in good relationships when they haven't. A lot of them have no idea what that's even like, to be treated well by a man and accept it. And what it does show is a lot of women like to be treated how they see themselves. Don't do more.
No one ever told me that even though I logically wanted a healthy, safe, supportive relationship, I would be much more attractive to patterns of high highs, low lows, chaos, and dysfunction. No one ever told me that ignoring or pretending the past abuse that I went through wasn't a big deal would not help me whatsoever to move forward from it. No one ever told me that I'm worthy of a secure relationship, and it's possible to create a secure relationship even if you don't have a secure attachment style.
And that point right there again. You know, men that don't care, men that are actually toxic, they don't care about what she just said because
Exactly.
they benefit off it. They benefit off women being so broken that they're easy to manipulate. And it's like what women call toxic to me doesn't make sense because a lot of women are in toxic relationships right now. A lot of women are dating men who don't see them as anything special. El Garbarge. But because they're in something, they want to sell to the world that, yo, look, I'm in this great thing. I'm loved and cared for. No, you're not, woman. No, you're not. You're being tolerated. And sadly, a lot of men see women in bad situations. They know and can see this woman's not fully happy. You know, she convinced herself that she is, which is it's great women do this. But a lot of men will try to save a woman from her own bullshit. Like, woman, you're torturing yourself. And that's where a lot of men go wrong. There are a lot of women who are broken. That means her traumas, her cracks, her breaks, her dents, the holes she has in her. It doesn't matter how much love you fill her up with. It's always going to leak out.
Damn.
And again, this works both ways. Men and female. Men could do the same thing. You've been in such toxic stuff. Like I read it, where the guy said he was in when his wife was beating him, harassing, whatever. That stuff. Now he didn't do nothing wrong. But there's some men who takes that and sometimes snap, sometimes go crazy. So he could have been in he liked toxicity and he went back to toxicity. So that can happen to males as well too. This is just a teaching, a jump off point. Males do this as well too. But there are a lot of women out there who put themselves in some situations that is crazy, in my opinion.
She's not used to containing such emotion.
No one ever told me that breaking the cycle of trauma and abuse would be really difficult and it wouldn't be something to undergo lightly or think it's no big deal, but all that work that you put into it does pay off and it is absolutely worth it to have those healthy relationships that lift you up when you've had a history of really painful relationships.
I divorced my husband.
This one I like because of accountability. I'm gonna let this one go before because I wanted to do what Straight No Chases Daily and I still might do it, but I'm gonna let the lady do because again, this one here is not about trauma and everything. I'm gonna end up different. This is for you, boss. This is for you boss chicks. The ones who's like, yeah, I don't need no man. I'm good and all this stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know you who said, well, they know how to do stuff or whatever and everything. And then next thing you know, like, wait a minute, but here's here's an elder telling you this. And what she did was messed up. But here's the thing. I'm proud for what she did. This accountability. Thank you, ma'am. Listen to this story. Listen to her story, she said.
Because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home.
Now, before she continues, this is a woman who already had a good, decent man. So
Yep.
this one's slightly different, but fascinating nonetheless.
Yep.
She had the decent man, but she thought she was better and could do better and could get better.
That is bullshit.
Of course.
I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now.
Oh, yeah. How hot. Yeah, how hot.
I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's fucking sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places. Fucking this one and that one and that one and that one and this
How
one
fun.
and that one. And my body count going up and my value going down.
Outstanding.
Body count going up and my value going down.
At least, thank you. She can admit that. And it's not misogynistic because women know it themselves. What did she say?
Body count going up and my value going down.
Yep.
I'm just
Amazing.
gonna call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to my husband. I felt like I was on this dark road with no street lights, pitch dark, and I couldn't find my way and didn't know which way to go. I felt lost. I felt like I was walking barefoot on that dark road with pebbles and hot rocks sticking my foot. I felt hurt. I felt alone because every time he and that one and this one and that one left my bed, I was alone all by myself. Body, and which was supposed to be soft and comfortable for me, my pillow, it was now filled with tears.
There you go. And I'm telling you, y'all need to understand this. I gotta wrap it up. Y'all understand this. Again, I'm letting you women out there who think that boss count stuff. Remember, most of those women who got boss stuff like that, they got. It's not because you ain't pretty. Some of y'all are pretty. I have a video of another guy, and I'm happy that he stood up to this girl because she's like, I'm a 10, and I'm like, one, you ain't no 10. I didn't see what the girl looked because of his words. But I'm happy that he took his point and he just say, no, he's like, no, you got a nasty attitude. That's what it is. It's always the nasty attitude that holds y'all, a lot of you women back. I don't care. Do not care how thing. But again, that's why I'm happy I'm off the market, and I love my wife who took me from this horrible market that's out there. Jeez, that's just crazy. But I appraise her for what she said. She said it right there. Thank you for saying it, ma'am. That's the crazy part. So she said it very well that, hey, I had the right man. I let society and everything did me this messed up, whatever, and boom, bada bing, bada boom. As they just said, having sex with other men, whatever. And yeah, you make the money, but then you felt lonely, you felt discouraged. And she is correct. So I want to thank you guys out there for giving me your time. All right. Give me your time, giving me your mind, your ears, listening to another podcast again from Project Open Mic. Again, you know what? Like I said, you can go to the description, where you have the description. You can listen to other you can listen to Project Open Mic through that way, and check us out. And we're gonna get the website back up and going, and you can get T3 ain't gonna be up, and we're gonna have more stuff to talk about. Me and my lovely wife is talking about doing other podcasts as well, so you guys can get it both ways. So we talk about relationship, maybe a little bit of religion and other stuff that out there that I think they have a woman perspective. So keep an eye out on that. Well, we of course you'll know what's going on. But again, I want you guys out there to understand. Like I said, I don't want to feel like I said was disrespectful. As so many people in the comments you guys said that I read, it was that woman was mentally disturbed and it was messed up that she did it, and it was a hate crime to go against Christians, to go kill innocent kids who had nothing to do with your hate of the world. You wanted to go out in a blaze of glory. The cops provide you that one-way ticket, and I'm sorry, I do not respect people, male or female, whatever gender, again, anything. You went and killed innocent people for no apparent reason. Bye. Sorry, don't care. Do not care. Do not care about that. Because you did a hate crime against people just because they had stuff like that. So, no. Right now, like I said before, thank y'all for joining us. Remember, check us out. We will try to get side chat back up. Don't worry, it's going to get back up. I see some people ask for not a lot, but I get it. I'll get it back up. And thank y'all again. Not many views on it. I mostly put it on YouTube. I'm gonna put it on maybe podcast, not podcast, on Spotify. 'Cause I have so many videos of that, so of course it'll take time to do it. But I want to thank. You can go to Project Over Mike on YouTube. You see down in the bottom of the screen. Go there, and you guys can see Straight No Chasers Daily, which basically I just react to the video, audio. You can hear when I'm driving to work. Talk about situation, life. Some of the stuff is about relationships. Some of it's just about people. Some things about being a smart person, not to get yourself caught up in a lot of drama, a lot of nonsense. Okay. Again, it is Monday through Wednesday on Project Over Mike YouTube channel, and on Sundays we go to a church. Me and I want to go to a church, and I am basically just to let you know. And again, I share the service or the sermon of that church, so you guys have something on Sundays to listen to. And you know, if you're not religious or whatever, I feel that this church does a great job and discern a lot of the information down very well. The pastor does a good job. And also other people, because you're going to see other people, other pastors of the church do it. So again, hope you guys go. That's Sunday at 9 o'clock. That's basically, we're in the same service, so we go there and do that. So other than that, hope you guys go and enjoy yourself and watch it on Project Open Mic. Again, thank you for this. Give me a time, your eyes and ears and everything. So remember, evil comes in all shapes, size, color, creed, height, weight, location, generation. Make no difference. Evil's evil no matter what. And of course, remember, people are stupid, individuals smart. Be that smart individual. All right, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your neighbors, take care of your community. This is Take for Project Open Mic. Peace out. Hope you have a good night, and catch y'all next time on another Project Open Mic. Peace out.